Plaintiff Waynice Holloway says the defendant is irresponsible, and Waynice is here today to teach her a lesson. Waynice claims the defendant hit her car in a parking lot, and after the accident, she became verbally abusive and even called Waynice's baby ugly. Waynice is suing for damages to her car. Defendant Leah Lytle says Waynice is the irresponsible one who not only asked Leah for marijuana after the accident, but who also left her baby alone in the car while she ran into the gas station. Leah denies damaging Waynice's car, and she's countersuing because she claims Waynice vandalized her vehicle.
All rise. This court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Greg Mathis presiding. You may now be seated.
Start with you.
Okay, sir, I want to start out by saying I'm here today to teach because Ms. Lytle needs to be taught a lesson. She needs to grow up and take responsibility for her own actions.
Where do you know her from?
Actually, I don't.
Why are you saying all this and you don't know her?
I'll tell you, sir.
She might be very responsible.
Well, actually,
she might
sir,
already take responsibility.
Well, actually, sir, 2 weeks ago, I was walking out of the dollar store because we live in a small town. And,
what town?
We live in Fairdale, Kentucky.
Where everybody knows everybody, so her not knowing me is a very
do
big
not know her
surprise.
whatsoever. I've
She
never
lives on
met
my
her.
street. She lives on my street.
Oh,
no.
you live on her street now.
No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. My fiance lives on her street.
Y'all live together.
No, we
right?
don't. No,
Go
we do
ahead,
not.
man.
Okay, sir. Actually, just a little background of that day. The 2 weeks ago, I was walking out of the dollar store, and she had a passenger in her car. She proceeds to start calling me vulgar names and says that I'm ugly, my boyfriend's ugly, and I want to just make the record straight that it's my fiance, not my boyfriend, and my infant
That's the
child.
only record you want to set straight?
No, and I want to say, and I would also like to say, sir, that and she called my infant
Excuse
child
me, I'm
ugly.
sorry.
Hold on.
That's the kind of person I've been having to deal with.
So the two records you want to
And
set straight is that it's not your fiance, it's your boyfriend.
No.
And that your child is the only one that's not ugly. You said she called my fiance. You said she called my boyfriend ugly. Is he ugly or not?
No, he's not ugly. Of course he's not.
Oh, I didn't know this was him. All right. Well, you didn't say that. You said your baby's not ugly. You didn't say
and
he
I said
wasn't
he was
ugly.
my fiance. I didn't
You're
say
not
he was
sure
my
whether he's
boyfriend.
ugly or not. Sound like to me.
Sir, I actually sat in her car one time after this accident where she's sitting there saying that I hit her. I sat in her car because she was going to leave her
Did
baby
you call
in the car.
her boyfriend ugly? That's
No,
what she's
she was
really
going to leave her
concerned.
baby in the car and run in the gas
Robert,
station.
I have statements
She was
of
gonna
that
read
day.
You got statements where she called your boyfriend ugly?
Yes, I do.
What day? Where I called your
This
boyfriend?
seems
it
to
was on
be the
May
central
6th.
issue of the day.
I called
No, sir, it's not. I just want to start out by her character, and I mean that's what I'm starting out with is her character.
My character, you came up and asked me if I had any weed, and I told you I don't smoke weed, and you said, "Oh, well, I got
Are you
some
serious?
tabs."
Are you
you said, I got some
serious?
tabs. Do you know what? I get prescribed tabs if you know anybody who wants some. And she walked in
No,
the gas
I don't know
station.
anybody that wants
That's what
some.
she said. That's what she
Trying to
said.
sell. Don't come in here trying to
She
sell
left
dope,
her baby
man.
in the car.
No, I
left
don't
her
know
baby in
anyone.
the car and went in the gas station. I was like, "Are you kidding me? You're leaving your kid in the
There's
car?"
the statement on what
You
she
can't.
said.
That's illegal for one.
My kid, and also here's another thing. I just want to give you her MySpace page where it says, "Don't let my looks fool you. I'm a bad." And there's that too.
And look on the date.
That's
I
why
haven't
your
even gone on
boyfriend and
MySpace
your
like
baby.
a
You
year.
did call.
A
You said
year.
that's why your boyfriend and your baby is ugly.
So when did I say this?
Yeah, on May 6th.
On May
Show it
6th, I
to
said
her.
your boyfriend. And your
Yes, she
baby.
did.
And
Okay.
what friend was with you?
Sir, I've
it
gotten kicked
was
out
her
of my
twin
house
sister that
because
was
of
with
her
her.
calling and harassing. And I have a witness statement from my mother. Her calling her while she busted out my car window.
Now, for you all not to know each other, you sure have had a lot of interaction and
Yeah,
back
we
and
live in a
forth.
small town,
we
sir.
live on the same
But you just
street.
said small town, but you don't know her.
No, I don't know her. Before this accident, I did not know this girl at all. I've ran into
You
her at
haven't told
least
me
3
about the
times.
accident. Let me allow her to give some background before we get to the accident.
Okay.
Did you know her? What was the nature of
I
your
was aware.
association?
I know, like, our population in our town is like 75. I know everybody. I thought she lived
75?
for real, like 50 maybe. Really, I know everybody in Fairdale.
Well,
everybody where we live. I thought she lived on my street. I've seen her around. You know, like,
What type of reputation do they have?
do they have?
No. Can I
They don't
speak?
have any reputation?
Can I speak
Come
real
on
quick?
now.
Okay.
State your name.
My name's Lindsay Clark.
What do you want to tell me?
Now, if we're talking about character, right? Okay. The day.
You tell me to go drop my child off, then come back
Ma'am.
and beat me up.
Anyways,
This is
I'm
before
talking
the
to the
accident,
judge.
right?
Right. This is as the accident. We're talking about character, right? She's standing at the door. Her sister's in the car. She comes running to Leah's car. Her sister hops out the car. They're ready to fight
us.
Okay.
We haven't gotten to that point yet.
I'm just saying character. If we're talking about characteristics,
I want to hear from her how everything started and then how everything proceeded and ended.
Okay, on February 28th, I was at the Circle K in Fairdale. I was parked in my car. Me and my sister and my child were in the city. We were getting ready to leave, but we were still parked. Me, my sister, and my child were in the back seat, my infant. She pulls into the parking spot and she hits my car. She hits the back corner panel of the door, which I have pictures of, which have the dates, and I have witnesses' statements from the lady inside of the store.
Let's see what you have. You don't have to give me your evidence yet. Let me see the pictures. That's what I want to see first. And tell me what happened after she hit your car.
Okay,
What immediately happened?
I immediately looked to make sure my daughter was okay. My sister hopped out of the car. Both of them hopped out of the car and was yelling at my sister. So, of course...
Saying what to you?
Oh, I didn't do that much damage to your car. It can be wiped off.
See, sir.
Quiet. Then what? There was
a little argument. I go inside. I grab the phone. I ask the people inside for the phone, can I call the police? So I start to call the police. A big man approaches me and is like, please don't call the police. I'm her dad. I'm like, okay, well, I can't deal with this. I can't deal with her cussing me. And she hit my car. And
you didn't have a cell phone?
No, I didn't have a cell phone on me.
He can get your cell phone. He could be ugly and broke. I mean, no, that's what she says he's ugly. I'm not saying that's her opinion about the ugly.
I know, but also,
if he didn't help you with a cell phone, it's my opinion that he's broke.
I just want to say that mine's not wearing an orange jumpsuit where hers is, okay?
All right, yeah.
All right, I just want to put
How do you know that my baby's
out there, right?
Go ahead, let's get back to what happened. Her sister jumped out. You all began going off on each other. You got on the phone and called whom?
I called 911. And her father approached me, begging me not to call the police, says she had insurance. And he said, she embarrasses me like this all the time. Please, we will take care of this.
Let me hear from you, ma'am.
Yeah, okay. I pulled in the gas station. I wasn't even aware of the fact that we even touched cars. Like, it was that, little of a nudge that I did not think nothing of it.
How did you become aware?
Her sister started going off yelling at me. She wasn't even in the car. She was up there and, standing by the door. She told me that she got another wreck at the gas station and blocked me in. After this, she wasn't gonna know.
We're still talking about that day. We're talking about the day
she told me that it was fine.
Ma'am, be quiet because you seem to be confused. You're talking about another day. I want to talk about the day that she's suing you about.
They started yelling at us, so she got out. We all started yelling. My stepfather came over and wiped it off like there was no mark. We all went our separate ways. My stepfather gave her our number just in case, because she said that she'd have talked to about it with her husband because he knew somebody who fixed cars or something. It was a little bitty nudge.
Okay, so you do acknowledge at that point you did know that you had nudged her car or whatever.
But it wiped off like there was no mark.
So why was it necessary for you all to talk later?
Because she
for
said
her
she
to
wanted
get your number, for your
my father
your
gave
stepfather.
It to her.
Why? He would only give it to a person when there's a dent.
She asked.
And he would only give if there was a dent.
He was yelling
Why do you think she asked? Did she want to date your stepfather? Why did she ask him? She asked because she saw a dent. I'm looking at myself. I'm looking at a dent as well. And now you're about to tell me that this dent came from a different accident?
She was in a different accident at that gas station.
That.
And
tell me about the different accident.
Okay.
When was it?
I was on my way to work.
When? How long after the first one?
About 3 months, maybe. I was on my way to work, and it was me and her because we worked together. And we was parked in the car. She parked right up next to us. Okay, I was talking to the lady at Circle K, and then when she got back in her car, she ran into the other guy, starts going off on this old man, this poor old man, really. And I was like, sir, I saw it. I was like, don't let her do that. I was like, I'll stay here and I'll tell the police with you. So I stayed there, and then that's when she told me that she was going to get me back and get me for both of her wrecks.
And the police came, and what happened?
The police took a report.
Now, hold on.
Don't step up.
You was never there.
State your name.
Actually, my name is Jeremy Richardson. I am her fiance. Actually, I work, it's not even maybe 2 blocks away. I walked up there. When I got up there, she said that they were, the same girls that she had got in an accident with before were up there being belligerent and everything, arguing with her. So I come up there. When the police got there, the police told me they cannot make a police report because it's on private property, and they were already gone.
And I have a statement from the place.
Isn't the damage on your car from a car that was white?
Yes, her car is gray with a white hood. The one that she wrecked
sorry,
into
my car
my
was
car.
red.
She said it was red.
It's not.
What do you
This is
have, a statement from
I have
whom?
a statement from the lady at the store
Okay.
that seen her hit me.
Everybody knows I had a red car. Everybody in Fairdale, everybody who knows me, my mother, my car was red. My car would have left a red mark on her car.
It was a white Monte Carlo.
The
not there.
ma'am, the store attendant says your car was gray with a white hood. She hit Mrs. Holloway's black Pontiac on the back passenger side. Come on up.
Okay, now I'm here as a witness because I was actually at the accident. Him, the fiance, why is he here?
I was
Ma'am, you want to give me your
Okay,
testimony?
okay. Now, another thing. The second wreck she got into at the same gas station, if he's 2 blocks away, why didn't he come up at the first wreck if
All right.
he's 2 blocks
Ma'am,
away?
you're not an attorney, so
Right.
you don't cross-examine
Right,
him.
I
You
know,
wanna
I
tell
know.
me?
I'm just saying.
You want to give me a
Yeah.
statement on what you observed?
Right. Leah, when she pulled in, no, her car is red. It was a 98 Lumina.
You have
98
a
Lumina.
picture of your car?
No.
Because it's totaled, sir.
No, it's not total.
It
I
is
just bought
total.
a
She
different
got a new
car.
car.
I bought a
Let's
new
see
car.
let's see
You
that
totaled out your old car.
This is my new car. The one that she busted the windows out
Let's see
of
the car that you purchased.
Now,
I did not bust
When
the
did you
windows out of
purchase
your
this
car.
car?
a month and a half ago.
Isn't this car gray?
Yes.
All right.
But that's my new car. That's an intrigue. I had a.
And you say it was gray as well.
Yes, sir.
And this car is gray. Your counterclaim, ma'am, for car damages, how does she owe you?
She busted the windows out of my new
have
car.
evidence of that?
That's my new car. Yes, I have witness statements from all my
Police
neighbors.
report. Did you
police
call the
report.
police?
Yes, I
Did
did.
they pursue it?
Yeah.
And
No,
what
they've
happened?
not. They've not said anything. I've not heard about it.
This is everything. The police report.
Police report. And who are the other statements from, ma'am? Someone who saw her do it?
Not her
Read
exact
that
car, dark
part.
car.
Not what?
I mean, they said a black car. She's the only
Your
person I
Honor.
know with a black car.
Okay, the only person
neighbor.
you
The
know
only
with a black
person
car.
I have problems
There's only
with.
75
give
people
him the
in
neighbor.
That's not
Give
enough,
him the
ma'am.
neighbor
That's
statement.
That's not enough
Wait, I have
circumstantial
stuff from
evidence to
my
convince me
neighbors.
that it was her just because you have someone said they saw a black
Give him
car.
the neighbor paper that
Can I
says
give you my
he's seen her
witness
car.
statement?
Read them.
The night Leah's windows were busted out, I was sitting at my kitchen table. The front door was open, and I could see out the street. I heard three noises that sounded like gunshots. I believe I can't really read her writing.
All right, then I can't help you if you can't read or write.
saw a car
Your
driving
claim is
away.
dismissed, ma'am. I'm not convinced that she did it just because you have a witness statement saying that a black car bust the windows out. Judgment for the plaintiff, $976.
Thank you, sir.